The kid that lived across the street, he was a nice kid. I went to school with him. He was very shy. After 5th grade, we disconnected, which was strange because he still lived across the street. I knew this because I would see him through the windows every now and then. I brushed it off as him being homeschooled. In 6th grade, I started to miss him. He was one of my best friends. I walked across the street and knocked on his door so we could hang out. Someone answered, but it wasn't him. It wasn't his siblings or his parents either. Those were the only people he lived with. Is Name home? I asked. No, he's not. He's at the store with his dad. I walked away back home. I start to play video games on my Game Boy. I look out my window and see him in his room through his window. Did that person lie to me? I asked myself. It wasn't even 10 minutes later, so there's no way that he just got home or something. I keep looking at him, not in a creepy way. I just zoned out as I was thinking, disregarding where I was looking. He looks back at me, he waves, I wave back. He left his room, and later I saw him leave his front door. He knocked on my door, and my mom called me down so we can play. We head to the school that I go to. We play until it gets dark. I walk him home, his front door's locked, we knock, and the same lady from before answers. My friend freaks out. Who are you? She looks at him, and then looks at me. She grabs us and pulls us into the house. She starts beating us, and she tells me to go home and not tell anyone. But the secret is coming out now. I try as best I can to forget the situation, and during my slumber, I do end up forgetting somehow. Since I forgot about the situation, I walk to his house and knock at the door. Just as the third knock hits the door, I remember. The woman opens the door. I notice a bunch of blood all over the walls behind her. I look at her, I grab a stick from a nearby bush and hit her as hard as I possibly can. She falls, and I start to hit her while she's down. I beat her to a bloody pulp. A passerby sees me doing this and calls the police. I get taken to juvenile detention. I was 12 at the time, and I have just gotten released 5 years later. I visit my family in the same house as I used to live in. I go into my old room, everything is the same as I left it. I sit in my bed and look out the window and I see the boy, but he still looks 12. I get excited and once again, visit their house. I knock on their door. God, am I stupid. The woman answers, her head mutilated. I greet her, she slams the door in my face, but not before she says, "Stay here." I do as she says, she comes back, with a knife in hand. I run as fast as I can. She chases me with blazing speed. She tackles me and I let out a blood-curdling scream. I brace myself and close my eyes. Nothing happens, I open my eyes and it's dark. I look at my own body, I look 12 again. I'm laying in the middle of the street in the dead of night. I get up and look down the street. I walk toward my house. As I'm about to enter my house, I look back at the house across the street. I see the mutilated woman in the middle of the street. I open my door and run in. I slam the door as fast as possible. I close my eyes in relief, but as I open them, I see her in my face. I hit her and try to open the front door again, but it won't budge. I run through my house and end up in the basement, where I see my parents and siblings dead. I am currently hiding in the crawl space, and if you're reading this, please send help. I don't think I have much time.